Good morning, Year 11. I hope you're okay. So this is the work for Monday. Apologies, girls, if some of these lessons, these sessions are very, very boring. I can understand that. There's very little change in them, and it's kind of what we call a translation technique for learning. I hope it's of some use to you. If it's not, please let me know. So here we go. This is from page 64 of the Grey Book, and we're just going to look at this text here very briefly. One of the pages that we were marking from before, so we'll do this one and then we'll do the 65 the next day. Los fines de semana me gusta ir de compras con mis amigos. Prefiero ir al centro de la ciudad porque las tiendas son más interesantes. You can say centro ciudad, meaning city center. El domingo pasado fui al cine con mi novio. Vimos una película romántica. Me gustó mucho. No obstante, creo que mi novio hubiese preferido ver una película de acción o de suspense. La próxima vez que vayamos al cine, él va a elegir la peli. Este fin de semana no tengo muchos deberes, por eso voy a salir con mi familia. Tengo una hermana menor y es su cumpleaños, así que vamos a ir al zoo. Su animal preferido es el pingüino, pero a mí me gustan los elefantes porque son enormes. Después vamos a comer en una pizzería todos juntos. So the words here that you needed, girls, were ir de compras, las tiendas, el domingo pasado, me gustó mucho, no obstante, la próxima vez, the EZ, as you know, elegir, to choose, los deberes, homework, mi hermana menor, or una hermana menor, and finally, this is all together, todos juntos. So junto means together, Junto, todos juntos, because there's more than one. And finally, this section here, we'll mark, put these words in the right order to make sentences about your free time. Los fines de semana voy a clases de natación. At the weekends, I go to swimming classes. Second one, mi hermana prefiere salir con sus amigos a la bolera. My sister prefers to go out with her friends to the bowling alley. Quiero aprender a tocar. Actually, you don't even need a, sorry. Quiero aprender tocar la guitarra. I want to learn how to play the guitar. Next one. El sábado que viene, so next Saturday, voy a ir al cine con mi novio. Okay? Next Saturday, I am going to go to the cinema with my boyfriend. And then finally, la semana pasada, mis amigos fueron a una fiesta. So last week, my friends went to a party. That's that done. So we're going to start this new topic, girls. Can you take that title down? La tele y el cine. And then take the little subtitle down. This is on page 104 of your textbook. So if you just take those down. Just pause it if you have to. Okay, just repeat after me these types of television programs and films. So, las películas del oeste. Westerns. Okay, cowboy movies. Los programas de deportes. Sports programs. Las películas de terror. Las películas de terror. Horror films. El telediario. El telediario. Las noticias. So two different ways of saying the news. Las películas de artes marciales. Las películas de artes marciales. Martial arts movies. Los documentales. Los documentales. Documentaries. Los concursos. Los concursos. Competitions. Las series de policía. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Las series de policías. Las series de policías. So, police movies, police series, sorry. Los dibujos animados, you know from the last day, means cartoons, animated pictures. Los dibujos animados. Las películas de amor. Las películas románticas. That's straightforward, so romance movies. Las telenovelas. Las telenovelas, that's soaps. And finally, las películas de ciencia ficción. Las películas de ciencia ficción. Science fiction movies. Now, before we listen, I'm going to give you a bit of listening to do in this. This is just some vocabulary you might hear around these items. If you're talking about what's on the television, your friend might say to you, or you might say to your friend, ¿Qué ponen en la tele hoy? What is on the television today? And it literally means what do they put on the television today? Okay, so what's on TV? ¿Qué ponen en la tele hoy? And then your answer to that would obviously be hoy ponen, okay? Or simply just saying, hay una película del oeste. Hay una película de terror, okay? But ponen as well, they put. You can also have this evening, esta tarde, this afternoon, mañana, tomorrow. Do you want to come to my house to see? ¿Quieres venir a mi casa a ver? Remember, venir to come, ver to see. ¿Quieres ir al cine a ver? Do you want to go to the cinema to see? ¿Te apetece ir al cine? Do you want to go to the cinema? That's a nice wee structure there. It means literally, do you have the appetite to go? Do you want to go? Okay? No me apetece ir al cine. I don't want to go to the cinema. ¿Para qué sesión? Now, a sesión in the cinema is a showing. So, for which showing? ¿A qué hora empieza el programa? At what time does the program start? Or, ¿a qué hora empieza la película? At what time does the film start? So, empezar is the verb to start. You've met it before with ¿a qué hora empiezan las clases? Do you remember that? Las clases empiezan a las 9. Dos entradas, por favor. Dos entradas, 2 tickets. Okay, so for the cinema. Entradas, 2 entry tickets. And then underneath they just talk about the times things might be on. So a la una, at 1 o'clock, a las dos, a las tres, a las 5:30, for example, or a las 5 menos 10 at 10 to 5, for example. Okay, so I'm going to now do a listening with you. You're going to use these items above. Can you just write the correct letter? This is easy enough. So just write the type of program. Number 1. ¿Qué ponen en la tele hoy? Hay un programa de deportes a las 8 de la tarde. ¿Quieres ir al cine? Sorry, I'm skipping the line here. Hay un programa de deportes a las 8 de la tarde. Feel free to pause them, girls, after each one if you need to. Now, can you write down the second detail that's given? There's the program, and then just beside the letter, could you write down the time that it's on? So the first one would be B and 8 de la tarde. Okay? 8 de la tarde. Number 2. ¿Quieres ir al cine a ver una película de ciencia ficción? Sí. ¿Para qué sesión? Para la sesión de las 4:30. So remember to rewind that if you need to hear it again. Number 3. ¿Qué ponen en la televisión mañana? Nada especial, pero hoy ponen una serie de policías muy buena. Empieza a las 11 menos cuarto. Pause and rewind if you need to. Number 4. ¿Qué ponen en la tele esta tarde? Un concurso muy divertido. Me encanta. ¿A qué hora? A las 3:04. Pause and repeat. Number 5. Vamos al cine a ver una película de artes marciales. ¿Te apetece ir al cine? Sí, me apetece mucho, pero ¿a qué hora empieza la película? La película empieza a las 7:25. Pause and repeat. Number 6. 2 entradas para la película de terror, por favor. Muy bien. La película de terror se llama Noche de Vampiros y la sesión empieza a las 7:10. Gracias. Repeat if you need to. Number 7. Hola Paco. ¿Quieres venir a mi casa a ver la tele? ¿Qué ponen? Hay un documental sobre los adolescentes y el alcohol. ¿A qué hora empieza? A las 9:15. Pause and repeat. And finally, number 8. ¿Quieres ir al cine mañana? Vale. ¿Qué ponen? Ponen una película del oeste muy buena a las 5:30. Sí, me apetece mucho. Pause and repeat. So that's the end, girls. You might want to pause again just for a moment, check things through, maybe repeat other things that were further back. Now here are your answers, okay? So for the first part, the letters were 1B, 2L, 3H, 4G, 5E, 6C, 7F, 8A, and the times were 8 o'clock, 4:30, 10:45, 3:15, 7:25, 7:10, 9:15, and 5:30. Now, you were listening to me in these short little dialogues, or monologues, obviously, because I was speaking to myself, but there's the language we saw earlier. What's on TV today? Hoy, remember, is today. There is a sports program at 8 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening. ¿Quieres ir al cine? Do you want to go to the cinema to see a science fiction movie? For what showing? Remember, sesión. For the 4:30 showing. What is on TV tomorrow? Nothing special, but today they're putting a police series, which is very good. It starts at 10:45. What is on TV this afternoon? A really fun competition. I love it. At what time? At 3:15. We're going to go to the cinema to see a martial arts film. Do you want to go to the cinema? Yes, I want to go a lot. But at what time does the film start? It starts at 7:25. 2 tickets for the horror film, please. Very good. The horror film is called Night of the Vampires, and the showing starts at 7:10. Thank you. Hello, Paco. Do you want to go to the come to my house, to see the TV? What's on? There is a documentary about adolescents and about teenagers, and alcohol. At what time does it start? At 9:15. And then finally, girls, number 8. Do you want to go to the cinema tomorrow? Okay, vale. What is on? There's a Western film on that's very good at 5:30. Yes, I want to go a lot. I really want to go. So here is another example of that sort of discussion, girls. This is a wee conversation between Juan and Charo. Hola, Charo, ¿qué tal? Pues bien, gracias. ¿Quieres ir al cine esta noche? De acuerdo. ¿Qué ponen? Ponen El Increíble Hulk. ¿La conoces? Es una película de acción. Claro que sí, tío. Me gustan mucho las películas de acción porque son emocionantes y divertidas. Empieza a las 8:10. Vale, ¿a qué hora termina? Creo que termina a las 10:30. Okay, so it says here, girls, read the conversation and then the false phrases. Afterwards, correct the false phrases. Okay? Can you now pause this and choose which ones correct the false phrases? Okay, so now you've paused that. Your answers are here, girls. Okay, if you want to check them and just give them a tick. So, Charo está bien. A Charo le apetece ir al cine esta noche. 3. Ponen una película de acción. A Charo le gustan mucho las películas de acción porque son emocionantes y divertidas. 5. La película empieza a las 8:10. Y 6. Termina a las 10:30. Okay? So, That's a typical conversation, girls, that you might have with a friend about going to the cinema. Can I ask you this evening, first part of your homework, to copy that out? Okay? Okay, the second then part of your homework, girls, is relating to this task here. And there'll be a bit more work on this because you have to look at these adjectives before you do that. These are the adjectives to describe movies. So, can you work out what these ones are? I think you might be able to get them all before I start rhyming them off in my boring, dulcet tones. That's right. So, bad, crazy. Somebody's crazy, tonto. A bit like myself at the moment. Curioso, curious. Entretenido, entertaining. Educativo, educational. Lento, slow. Largo, that's right, long. It's not large, but long. Okay, largo. Think of Handel's Largo, the piece of music. Emocionante, exciting. Inolvidable, well, olvidable means forgettable. Olvidar, to forget. So inolvidable means unforgettable. That's right. So all you've got here are the adjectival agreements that you would have with various types of films or programs. For example, me gustan las películas de guerra. I like war films porque son emocionantes. Where's that one again? Emocionantes. Just down here, sorry, because it's actually this one, the feminine one. Y informativas. Informativas, which isn't actually there, but you can guess that that means informative, okay? So I'm going to give you a couple of listenings. Will you write, girls, down 2, 3, and 4 just? I'm just going to give you 3 more of these to do. So number 2, if you want to write that number 1 as an example before you start, you might want to pause. So we're just following this example here. Number 2, me gustan los programas. Remember, anything that ends in ma is masculine. Think of the ending, ma, masculine. Anything that ends in ma, although most words that end in a are feminine, ma ones are masculine. So, me gustan los programas de música porque son interesantes y divertidos. Number 3. Para mí los programas de deportes son horribles. No son ni entretenidos ni educativos. Number 4. Los concursos normalmente son malos y a veces tontos, pero me encantan. Algunos son curiosos. So maybe you want to repeat each of those. The answers, girls, were here, just for those 3 down to there. You see there? Okay, want to check that? And if you want to look at again at those wee texts you got down as far as there, okay, so I didn't do 5, so I prefer war films. Guerra is war, because they're very exciting and quite informative. I hope I'm not covering the microphone there. Some like, so como can mean I eat, but como can mean like as well. Apocalypse now, notice that apocalypsis are unforgettable. I like music programs because they are interesting and fun. For me, sports programs are horrible. They aren't entertaining nor educational. And 4, normally competitions are bad and at times, a veces, so at times, crazy, tontos, mad. But I love them. Algunos son curiosos. Some are strange, curiosos. Now, tonight, what I'd like you to do is this activity here. So you will have to pause it. You don't have it. Okay. So I'm going to have to hold it there for a second so you can actually see the whole thing. Okay. So that one there I want you to do tonight. Then I want you to do this one. This is again about going to the cinema, so you should be able to put that conversation in the correct order now. And then you have to do this one. Answer the questions in Spanish in your exercise book and make sure that you give reasons. For example, ¿Te gustan las películas del oeste? No me gustan las películas porque son, and you're going to use this to help you because it's basically the same format as these sentences here. Okay, I like this and I don't like that and I prefer this and the other thing with those adjectives. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Okay, girls. So best wishes with that and chat to you soon. Thank you, ladies.